here we go. First clan war is about to kick off. It's the Winnerbracket semifinal between ELL, LawLiet 1-0 versus Rise Again. It's Moon and Thunder and Michael. 5 out of 5 wins for Moon and Thunder. They really hit their stride. The first play days, they weren't paired together. It was Moon and Michael and Thunder and Michael. And then they said, hey, Human Night Elf, I figured this out. Pretty much Moon's ideas. And they kept on winning everything. Lin and LawLiet, 3 out of 5, still pretty strong. Thunder, by the way, in 2-2s, 7-2. That's the second best score of all 2-2 players.
Pretty crazy. Yeah. Rise Again has been a great story throughout this season, but now they're going up against the best team of the season, of the league.
They are, of course, the underdog, but just because they have a weaker one-on-one lineup doesn't necessarily mean they have no chance. Moon is pretty much a stable for a win in the solos, and then you need 2-2-2s, and as we learned throughout the season, in 2-2s, everything can happen. Absolutely everything.
True. And you know, when we look back to the previous result, the 3-1 victory for ELL, which was somewhat one-sided, I guess, it doesn't bode too well for Rise Again, but that was at the beginning of the season. That's when they weren't so strong yet. That's when they hadn't apparently found themselves yet. But they kept on gathering more and more momentum. And we're all hoping that this is going to be a very close affair.
Can't wait, man. I think back to this one-on-one of LawLiet versus Thunder when we thought, okay, this is LawLiet, this is Terrana Stand, this is Night Elf versus Human. He's gonna squash him. And then all of a sudden, he absolutely did not. It was such a close game. We get Lin, we get LawLiet, the 2-2 team for ELL. Unfortunately, we don't have a clean feed today, so there's not going to be any sound, unfortunately. Versus Thunder, the brother of Michael, former boxer and model, and of course, the greatest of all time. Winning CC Masters yesterday, he built quite some momentum, also winning WGL May. So if there's a player of the hour, it's definitely Moon again.
Was so impressive during the season to see how his genius wasn't just translating to solo wins anymore, but also to 2v2 wins. And the 2v2s might be more important here for Rise Again. This is where they have to score, because in the 1v1, scoring with anyone other than Moon, that's going to be really tough.
Yeah. Mirror against 1-0, maybe. I mean, Side did a decent job in the qualifiers, for example. Thunder, he did a great job in his solos as well, but it's going to be super tough. I don't really see him beating anyone. But who is to beat Moon? Like, I don't see that. LawLiet, we saw it yesterday. Yeah, gonna be tough. Lin, no chance. And Moon killed 1-0 in the CC Masters as well. So I don't see that.
1-0 took a map off of him, though. Lin took a map off of him. LawLiet took a map off of him. And, you know, if you have the proper map pick, maybe you can make it work.
Remo, Moon man, is preparing some counter arguments here because he knew I was going to say that. Damn, son.
Yeah, Moon is probably the strongest player out of everyone here in this clan war. I would say so as well. But he can be beaten on certain maps. Beating him in a best of 5 or in a full best of 3, that is extremely tough for anybody. But on a single map, it could happen.
Absolutely true, especially when you have map choice, which you probably will have.
So we have the first heroes here out in our 2v2. Moon with a Demon Hunter, Thunder with the AM. Demon in 2v2, pretty rare to see nowadays. Might be intended to be the hard counter against the TC, perhaps? But Lin and LawLiet, they're playing Keeper and Farseer, 2 range intelligence heroes who can be quite annoying early on, and that's exactly what they're intending to do. Be very aggressive and harassing right off the bat.
Right, that's gonna be an interesting matchup right here. Wow, the quality is so bad I can barely recognize anything. How's it for you?
It's okay.
Okay, maybe I have to watch on... Are you watching on HD or ultra clear?
I didn't change anything. And for me, it just says Chinese things. I logged in with my account though. You did as well, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is stuttering too much.
Unfortunately, we have to use the Chinese stream here, and that is not without its difficulties. Hopefully, we're going to be able to have a somewhat reliable visual here. Very little creeping so far. It's just level 1 heroes harassing each other. Did they change their visual mod? It looks like a little different now.
It was patched to 1.05. We used that for ESL Meisterschaft as well. So it gets better and better. As best as they can. So throughout the season, we've seen a lot of split... Wait, are you playing triple bestiary? Lin is?
May have been a shop.
No,
wait. It's triple bestiary.
It's triple bestiary.
What?
Full out base race, right?
Alright, so it's obviously being fed hard by LawLiet. So, Raiders or Windriders is the question.
Oh, yeah.
If you produce triple Windriders, normally I'm not a big fan, but that is such crazy power spike, and if you eliminate the anti-air, maybe that can work? I've not seen this before.
Me neither. Is LawLiet on one engine of war?
Yes.
Wow, he can feed so hard. So they could open with Wyvern, force an anti-air reaction, and then follow this base race with Raiders and Hunts. That could be sick.
Yeah, also Raiders plus Windriders, if you have the resources, are really good. Just like 1 or 2 Raiders for the control, for the ensnare.
Archmage is dead. Moon and Thunder are definitely in trouble. I think their flawless record here is not gonna last too long if the strategy will unfold correctly. Engine of War goes down as well. Militia being called by Thunder, but he can't trap anything really.
Demon did at least make it to level 2, but getting further than that is going to be very tough. Alright, Lynn, what is the army? We're very curious.
Yeah, still didn't see it yet. Wyvern. Okay, I wonder if it's Shockwave. Oh no, it's Stomp, okay. So Mountain King coming, but far away. Archmage, is he back? It's the only anti-air they really got.
A single rifle is ready, but only one is perhaps not enough. Lynn committing deep into this main, though. Tower is kept alive. The Windriders so far haven't found too many kills. Moon TP'd home to his ally, helping Thunder out. And with the Naga, seems like ELL being pushed back.
Right, they lose some mercenaries as well. Good saves by LawLiet. All Hunts saved. And this economy by Thunder is suffering hard. And I guess he's just following it up with Raiders now. That would make sense to me.
3 Windriders, quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, I mean, you can always react to 1 Wyvern or maybe even 2. But 3 at the same time provides good volleys to kill pretty much everything in the human base.
Yeah, Thunder's lumber economy is certainly being hit here, but he doesn't really need lumber right now. He is still looking okay in that department. Moon is tier 2, going for Dryads.
Alright, it's still tier 1, right? Oh, it's more Wyvern. It's 6 Wyvern now. They can't really respond. They can't find a solution quickly enough to the 7 Wyvern.
But I think ELL need to keep up the pressure. Once there's enough piercing damage from the enemy team, suddenly Windriders do become pretty underwhelming. But they have this crazy power spike right now.
There's gyros coming. But, oh, as long as gyros are in low numbers, that's fine. Rifles, gyros. Is Moon transitioning to archers as well? Or dryads? Not too sure. Pickup after pickup after pickup.
Crazy, hyper-aggressive game.
Yeah.
During the season, we saw lots of creep games, tier 3 games, lots of tech. This match is seeing barely any creeping at all.
Absolutely. And this is the split push again. LawLiet takes care of Moon's base. We've seen this yesterday a lot. And he's teching at the same time. And he's expanding at the same time. ELL seems to be in full control.
3 huntresses, 6 huntresses, they are not the most damage yet. But yeah, the expansion, more than 50% done now. LawLiet has to fall back. 1 huntress is going to go down. But RA have been all in defense mode so far. When can they finally grab the momentum and go for a proactive play themselves?
Yeah, good question. At some point they have to stop the third base. And creeping is going to be super sick with like even only 3 Wyvern. He's going to get 3-3 super quickly. Level 2 for LawLiet now as well. They get shop control. But Moon and Thunder, man, they were in some rough positions throughout the season, especially versus Rogue Warriors. And they found ways to get back into games. And here's Moon with a creep jack. Level 3
Big item goes to the keeper, though.
Mana burn. Oh, here come the gyros. It's 5 of them. Quickly rising. Demon Hunter surrounded though for Moon. Is there no TP? Oh, doesn't seem like it. Bye-bye. That's gonna be an expensive revive. And even though the Echo Harass is a little off, that was a nice fight. Supply numbers for LawLiet are super low though. It's actually a supply lead for Rise again.
Yeah, now they have tons of piercing damage. Rifles, gyros, dryads. Suddenly the life for the Windriders becomes very difficult. And Lin perhaps can't fight anymore. But what he can still certainly do is harass economy. That is what Windriders always excel at. But in the meantime, Rise again going towards Lin's main.
It's the first Bat Rider. How much damage can this Bat Rider do against the gyros? It's gonna be sick.
And the expansion is going to start entangling here in just a second.
Yep, here we go again. LawLiet and Lin collapsing on Moon. Here is Thunder to help him out. TC well controlled. Good crowd control. With a lot of slow on this TC. Level 2 for the MK should be clapped right now. When can Thunder commit to this? It is a couple of gyros, but they can be sniped. They can be Bat Ridered. Wyvern are starting to fall against these Dryads. LawLiet on the ground has barely anything. So what can deal with the Dryads and Rifles now? Nothing, it seems.
Difficult to make the decision here. What's the proper focus? But it looks like RA are taking this fight.
He's switching to Raiders now. I wonder if that's too late. Maybe he should have switched like 1 production circle before. Moon with mass Dryads, man.
Expo is up, though.
Yeah.
Superior income for ELL for a little while at least. But RA are kind of in the middle of the map. They could push up there, and they're going to see this expansion as well. They have scouted it.
Exactly. And here they go. They don't have mortars. They only have piercing damage. So, ELL. Will they defend this, or will they just give it up? It's split push time again. Wait, what happened to Moon's base? He was not mining. The Entangled was gone.
He must have accidentally uprooted, I guess.
Yeah, there were no Wyvern or something, right?
I don't think so.
Or Bat Rider?
Yeah,
Oh, and it's a wonderful trade. Thunder's base in shambles once again. There is an LP helping, but here you see it. Observer didn't show it to us, but yeah. 1 expansion taken out, but 2 main bases as well. With the Raider transition, it's easy now for Lin.
Yeah, Lin can kill these buildings really fast, but LawLiet can't really. He only has 6 hunts. It's not that much damage. Don't think they have the best upgrades just yet.
Thunder got wrecked, right? What does he have? 30 supply, no economy. They turn this around. Going for pillage now might be a little too late. Bad Rider again. Will LawLiet be the last base standing?
Are ELL gonna sack Lin's main, or are they gonna try to defend now? That's the difficult question. That they have to find the answer to.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder
is very late.
If you look at Thunder's resource, he's not mining, so he's wiped out. He can't do anything. What about Moon? Oh, they're defending this now, I guess. To force LawLiet away! This tree is so important! He commits hard! And it's working! Base gone, Shadow Melt, seems like no reveal. Moon not mining, Thunder not mining. And LawLiet is the last man standing.
Alright.
Split
what a weird
push meta is back, baby!
Twist had always been a good map for this. But yeah, this is base race all the way. At the end of the day, it's not about who wins the fight. It's about who has the last buildings left. ELL playing the elimination strat.
Man, this is such a blast of the past of the early regular season when Lin and LawLiet were playing this quite a bit, especially on Twisted. But this triple Wyvern opening, that was a surprise.
Alright, Moon's Dryads make it to LawLiet's main, but Dryads certainly not the best units at killing bases.
What can they do? 2 Engines of War will delay this a little, but yeah, it's very, very limited damage against buildings. Lin is getting some resources back, Pillage went through. They will never fight, but you know what? Moon is also very good at hiding buildings. You can ask Todd about that. He's in chat. He can answer.
Yeah, that's the question. How many workers have been saved? How many buildings can be made?
Moon has 300 gold. Oh, that's the Hunter Saw gone. Does he have Wisps left? Must be, right? Okay, now no one is mining anymore.
LawLiet finished Nature's Blessing. That helps him a little bit. But buildings are still going down.
Moon is not mining. And Moon is not building anything, right? There's a couple of red dots, but I think at least one of them was scouted. The bottom left one.
Yeah, there's certainly more blue sprinkled around the map, so that does not bode well for RA. They're running back home now to defend their last buildings. Are these really the last 2-3 buildings?
It looks like it. Seems like Moon has no wisps.
Wait, they didn't save any workers?
Is there nothing saved, really? Oh, this looks pretty bad. They collapse on these raiders. Thunder's farm still standing.
Is that the last building? Oh my god.
It looks like it is. So, do they have to fight? I mean, Lin will be mining soon. LawLiet will be mining soon.
Alright, the farm survives on 189. It is the last building on the whole map. And because RA have to camp there and have to protect this building, that's the rest of the camp, the rest of the creeps going to ELL. Lots more items, lots more gold.
This can't be stopped, right? I mean, how?
Yeah, this is super tough now for RA.
Take down 2 bases, yeah.
Somehow they need to be able to send out little squads of attack to kill buildings, and at the same time keep their one and only building safe. I think there's a new building, though, coming next to the bottom right merc camp, if I see that right.
Surround on that Demon Hunter, and there's no way out of there. So first hero down and TP out with all the mass hunters. I mean, why not? That tells them, okay, there's a base as well. So now they sit on this farm like chicken on their eggs.
Is there some sort of game-winning play? Is there a genius, a strike of genius that you can come up with here?
Well, they are up against Moon. Oh, but look at how he's thinking. Scratching his nose a little, like, what can I do? Type GG! Oh yeah, big smile on LawLiet's face. For Lin as well. They know this was a little more stressful than they thought. They could have lost this. This was risky, but it paid off. Triple Beastery Wyvern ambush and no solution.
Can we even call that a cheese strat? I don't know. It was just a smart strategy. Very unusual. How can you be ready for something like this?
Yeah.
3 Wind Riders out of nowhere, turning into 6 Wind Riders. Critical damage towards the economy. And then the late game. The classic run-by style, the split-push style. Just a very strong 2v2 game here by ELL.
And this is so important. This was the undefeated team of Moon and Thunder. This was their strongest. And they defeated it right away when they are supposed to be stronger in one-on-one anyway.
Yeah, this is a very promising start here for ELL. The big favorites for this league take the lead in this first game here.
This looks like pretty good prep by ELL, right? Like,
yeah.
The human combo, it's getting pretty good with a lot of rifles, and then, of course, the hunts can do something, but Mountain Giants were their strong suit. And ELL is like, okay, we are not gonna let you go to tier 3. We're not gonna let you play 70 supply rifles. We're gonna kill you before with exactly that Wyvern strat.
Yeah. Hyper-aggressive playstyle. Farseer, Keeper, feeding resources, mass Wind Riders. Would be really interesting to see these two teams meet again, and when Rise Again learned about it and adjusts, might be another thing for this tournament, because there is a lower bracket still to be kept in mind.
Exactly. So, a couple of highlights here. The fight in the middle. Man, what an overwhelming mass of damage. Demon Hunter falling there.
Great surround there. Without Entangle, just realizing doesn't have a TP, try to surround him with the hunts. Quick.
Yeah.
Teamwork there, coming together.
Yeah, they just had no... It looked like, for a minute or so, it looked like, okay, maybe they can come back with all the gyros and all the dryads. Will they turn it around? But then, strategic genius by LawLiet, switching to raiders, switching away from fights. After this fight, they didn't fight one more time. It was only base race from that moment on.
And that's how Wyvern usually work. They have this big impact, but the more time you give your opponent to go into more piercing damage, the weaker the Wyvern become. But when you just don't fight, but rather go for the mobility and the base race, they are still good, along with the raiders, of course. Just a master class of 2v2 by ELL.
And this TP home for Moon didn't work, couldn't save his base. Everything saved with a quick shadow melt and no reveal against it. Lin sacrificed his base, but that was alright. Pretty dang strong. This Lin and LawLiet team is becoming scary.
Is there a specific counter you can have in mind for them? Is there something that does very well against Orc Night Elf?
It's supposed to be human orc. But I don't know, man. They are just really good at what they do. ELL take the lead, 1-0 in the twos. Now we go up to the one-on-ones. We got Lin, LawLiet 1-0 versus Moon, Thunder, and Michael. What's the strat? Will they send in Moon to tie this series up? Will they seed Thunder as the sacrificial lamb? Or will it be the unexpected Michael? And on the other side, who's gonna open for ELL? All these questions will be answered after a little break. Here we go, one-on-one and rematch time! CC Masters final yesterday, full out best of 5. And now we pretty much get map 6. And look at their stats. Moon, 6 out of 7, only losing to WFZ. LawLiet, flawless track record, 5-5. These two are two of the best one-on-one players in this entire league. Second best and third best. And now they clash.
I saw in chat earlier people wanted to see this matchup again for a Warden Mirror. But on this map, Concealed Hill, I very much doubt it.
Yesterday.
Speaking of Concealed, wouldn't have 1-0 been a really good choice? Isn't this a really good undead map?
Dude, you know that Moon AP pushed him off of Concealed Hill, right? So he's probably not.
Yeah, so now he knows about it. Now he knows about it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Could be true. But now it's the rematch of yesterday. Yesterday, Moon played this insane. Both were going for hunts. Both were doing pretty much the same. But Moon played everything a tiny bit better. Forced a fight in LawLiet's base when he wanted to go for this glaive thrower drop. LawLiet had the glaive throwers in Moon's base, but it was just Moon's force was just overwhelming.
Yeah.
But how much did LawLiet learn from this? Yes.
Is there a strong counter you can play against this if you know it's coming? Potom hunts into glaives. In Night of Mirror, I don't think there's a single strat that you can play that is stronger map control wise. But maybe you don't have to match strength with strength. Maybe you can go for a sneaky play. Maybe you can go for an evasive play. This is going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, yesterday, LawLiet was the one going for an Engine of Wind, and that cost resources that Moon had in his army. He was defending with 2 archers, which was a lot cheaper than the answer that LawLiet was trying to go for, which was 1 Hippogriff. So maybe we won't see an Engine of Wind by LawLiet. And then how does this match look? Like, especially with the knowledge of the game yesterday, this is super exciting.
Exactly. Both strategic masterminds. Even Warden isn't out of the question in Night of Mirror anymore. That is the meta that we're in nowadays, which is so cool to see. Think back just a couple of years when it was Demon Hunter, Bears, and Naga every time. And sometimes we saw a Keeper second and we're like, oh my god, look at the diversity.
Well, to be fair, you're forgetting a couple of these Foggy Sonic Mirror matches with Mass Air and stuff.
Yes. True, there were some interesting ones in there as well.
But it was just these 2 players. I give you all of the other points. So, LawLiet, are you going for your second point today? He proves to be a crazy carry for ELL. 5-0 in solos, now 6-2 in 2-on-2s. This guy, man, 11 points. He is a carry. But same goes for Moon. 6-1, 86% win ratio in 1-on-1s. Just falling to WFZ once in a crazy series. Let's go. CH, rematch of yesterday. Who will prevail? Is it the 2-0 and match points for ELL? Or is it a full Moon and we tie this up?
A lot of pressure on the greatest of all time, on Moon. If he fails here, this clan war is basically over. Coming back from a 0-2 against ELL with Moon already out must be impossible. So, Moon has the weight of his team on his shoulders. A lot of responsibility. But under pressure, Moon normally thrives. So let's see what we get here. Double Potom is normally the play here. Anything else would be a surprise.
Yeah, we saw one. Will we see the second one is the question.
Yeah, both with the Potom.
Okay, then it will take some time for this game to really unfold. Will the creep... yesterday, this match was as mirrored as it gets until the early tier 2 push comes in with the glaives. Like, they crept the same spots, they had the same units, the same amount of units, everything was mirrored. Someone going away from this.
Can you go away from this? Can you dare to go for attack? In theory, when your opponent plays mass hunts with Potom, if you make it to mass dryads with Potom, that is a clear hard counter. But getting to that point, managing to make that transition happen without falling too far behind, that's the difficulty. Plus also, dryads can have big problems against glaives and also against archers. So there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors going on as far as army is concerned. And of course, momentum, map control, creep speed, also important factors to keep in mind.
History repeats, man. Moon again with the claw. This was exactly the item yesterday. This time for LawLiet it's a little better. It's a circlet, not a gloves of haste.
He denied one of the creeps, LawLiet.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a big mistake. One that really is not supposed to happen.
No, you want that level 3 as fast as possible. Now, creeping the turtle without any tank in front of you. And Moon? Wait, yes? We're both going hunts, right? Must be, yeah. Okay, this will just take some time. Level 2, finally, Cloak for LawLiet, second engine of war at the lab. And then, of course, the direction is pretty clear. It's gonna be Zeppelins.
Yeah. Gonna use the second engine of war to creep the lab fairly easily, get to level 3, play hunts, and then the glaives later with the Zeppelin. It's gonna be a little while until the Zeppelin becomes available. It's at the next daytime, so it's gonna be a few more minutes. And the experience lead isn't so major. I'm not sure if it's gonna deny level 3 for a while with a normal creep route or not.
Yeah, me neither. We'll see about that in a second. But so far, again, everything mirrored. They're going for the crab now. Didn't see the tome. Alright.
The nice thing about this map for playing hunts is you can creep with them pretty aggressively, take a lot of damage, and then heal them up easily again at the fountain.
Yeah.
Moon Juice regen is always a rare resource, and when you play mass hunts, you run out of Moon Juice really quick if you do manage to save some of them, which these two players certainly should. See a bit of deviation here in the creep route. LawLiet going for the lab a lot earlier. Moon going for the merchant first. No tech yet, just hunts, upgrades.
No, both are teching.
Powering up. Teching? Really? I thought I saw no tech.
Both are teching. At pretty much the exact same time. And now, this is level 3. This is the Potion of Greater Mana. Not really awesome. Scroll of the Beast would probably be the best. And now, Moon opens up the lab for himself as well. Ooh, Moon with an AP.
They have the colors for the creep camps disabled, which is really weird.
Oh, yes. Oh, wonderful. They always have interesting ideas. What to display and what not.
Yeah. Wouldn't call that the best idea. But, yeah, Ancient Protector down in the south. Sneaky, sneaky play. We see this against Orc all the time. But in Knight of Mirror, normally it's more of a dedicated AP push with like a 40 supply or something. But Moon is trying to be a little tricksy.
I'm gonna ask the production if they can enable it.
So the AP is about to finish. That is a lot of bonus damage in the Huntress Mirror. Oh, Moon with a smart play. Is that how he takes the lead in this game? Huntress count is 5 for LawLiet against 4 for Moon, so he's a little bit down in hunt count. But the AP should be making up for that damage easily.
How fast is the glaive coming? That would be the normal solution. But when can he get it? There's the first one. Oh, that was fast. 43 supply, around 40 supply. Oh, 100 not ready. Is he able to steal the second Zeppelin is the question. Second glaive out already. This is massive damage. Can't protect the first one. Need repair. Is a tiny bit too late. And the second one is getting caught as well. Is diving for that. Invo potion committed. Oh, Zeppelin would do wonders. But Moon takes both of the siege units out. That's a massive deal.
Can he be punished for this somehow? 2 hunts are in trouble over here, but Shadow Meld is being used. No detection at the moment, apparently. 2 glaives taken out, and an archer also died, I think. Moon taking a bit of a supply lead here now. 1 huntress is going down at the very least.
Okay, he can't deal with this AP now. This is not gonna finish the game. Can LawLiet... He had a hunt on the lab, but I don't think he can afford to steal the Zeppelin, can he?
Yeah, even if you lose the Zeppelin if he steals it. It's a low cooldown. It's like 30 seconds or something. So that shouldn't be the biggest impact, I imagine.
Oh, Moon's Bottom in trouble. Close to level 4 on both sides. Good. Micro by LawLiet. Saving that hunt. AP is still getting information in the base, right? Hard to tell right now.
2 upgrades advantage here for Moon, by the way. Much easier for him to take these Huntress fights.
Okay, and here's the Zeppelin.
Moon again looking strong in this Night Elf mirror.
Oh, it's again the Ancient of Wind. He's not going away from his strategy yesterday. Tier 3?
Huh. For
Or did he-
possible marksmanship transition, maybe?
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty sick, but... Or did I read the tech wrong? Night Elf tech is kind of hard to see. But he was teching at one point. Maybe he cancelled it for this attack, for this AP push. And now it's catching up in tech? I'm really not sure.
Yeah, we don't have a clear indicator if Moon is tier 2 yet. No second hero, no further upgrades. And now once again moving towards LawLiet's main.
Yeah, both... Oh, Moon is not level 4 yet. 4 glaives. And look at that damage with the searing arrow. That's an easy level 4. And no damage on these glaives. It looks like this is just a walk in the park. This is way more one-sided than yesterday. LawLiet is trying to drop into the backline to take out some of the glaives of Moon. My god, they're all falling. Okay. One is down. Moon is about to lose another one. But are all the hunts gone? It's a 12 supply lead.
Oh, the glaives all getting hit by the other glaives. Ouch, that hurt.
Yep. Searing arrow really good. And the auto transition is not working either. So many hurt units left for Moon. Double Zeppelin for LawLiet, okay. And he defends it again, but 20 supply lead now.
As we saw yesterday already, LawLiet has crazy Zeppelin micro. But just like yesterday, it may not be good enough. He is quite far behind now. The supply tells the story, oh my god.
And the hero level as well. Both started with around level 4. And Moon got an entire level. And LawLiet just got 10%.
Yeah.
This is insane. Oh my god, he's so good at that.
Oh my god, so many hunts hurt. Jesus.
Yeah. The value of the heal scroll now.
Yeah. And this always happens pretty much when you play hunts. And this is where the fountains come in so handy. But it's not nighttime right now, so you can't go to the fountain. Heal scroll does help out. Was pretty expensive. But Moon is at 50 already. He's kind of banking right now. Repairing the glaives. And now we see a bit of a transition towards archers. Because hunts do good against archers. But glaives do good against hunts, and then archers again do good against glaives. So it's like this perpetual rock, paper, scissors.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see Hippogriff Riders against the glaives. He has the Engine of Wind. Moon waiting for the second heal scroll. There we go. LawLiet scouting a lot. This match is lasting longer than yesterday. As LawLiet is refusing to give up. Doesn't want to lose his 5-0 track record. The other undefeated player is Infi. Even got a 6-0. We will see him later.
It's nighttime again now, so could make use of the fountains, but Moon wants to push further rather instead. Some hunts here are hurt, but he has a heal scroll.
Okay. LawLiet, can he collapse on the glaives in the back? There is army movement in the upper left. LawLiet now supply stuck, I think. Yes, he is. So can't get anything back that he's losing now. Level 5 for the bottom. So much damage. He has a Hippogriff against the Zeppelin, but there's a backup Zeppelin for this.
It's gonna take this Hippo forever to take out these 2 Zeppelins. In the meantime, Hunt's dying, Archer's dying. Supply once again in favor of Moon. The glaive volleys are just as important.
Yeah, LawLiet needs the craziest Zeppelin micro. So important to bring the Wisps to have this repair. One glaive down. Oh, more shots here. 5.6 though. We're about to see Starfall.
And Starfall in Night of Mirror with Huntresses and stuff is actually really good. Can he get there?
Okay, level 5 now. Level 3 true shot. Can't get rid of these Wisps. APs are coming as well. Or is it Moonwolves? Trying to get something up, but nothing's working for LawLiet. Trying to save Wisps. But he can't win a base race either. Like, he can't produce anything. He doesn't have the necessary mass.
These Wisps, so nice to continuously repair. Made sure that these two glaives remain up even after the Zeppelin died because of the Hippo.
Okay, this is it. The tree is falling. No way out. Desperately trying to repair this, but even a Naga now. And that's the tree. That's the income. That's GG. LawLiet was defeated for the first time, and Moon showed again who the best Night Elf in the world is. Series tied up 1-1, and Rise Again is still alive.
Very important for Moon here to get the victory. Keeps the hope alive. If he had failed, it would have been almost impossible. Now they, at the very least, save themselves to the second 2v2.
Absolutely, and that should then be Moon and Thunder. Their problem is, after losing the first 2-2, they need to win another 1-on-1. And who's supposed to do that? We got left Lin and 1-0 against Michael and Thunder.
They are strong players in their own right, Michael and Thunder are, but the other two are world class. The other two are tier 1. The other two are previous world champions. Something that Thunder and Michael never really managed to do.
Well, you can argue that ESWC was kind of a guarded world championship, but that is 14 years ago, so I'll give you that.
A long time ago indeed. But they have been competitive before, and on the right map, maybe it can work. Next map choice is going to be with ELL, though, for our next 1v1.
So, do you sacrifice Thunder to have map choice for the 5th game? No, it is not your map choice, is it? How does it work? If you lose the last 1-on-1, but win the last 2-on-2, who gets map choice in game 5? Or is there only one map left? No, it's 2. Oh?
In 2v2, it's like weird because there's for the first 2v2, all other maps get vetoed, but then for the second 2v2, the bans are kind of lifted.
Yeah.
But the map choice should be with the team that lost the last map.
Okay. So what do you do? What do you want? I think it's hard to say because the map choice is with ELL now. I think you want Michael versus 1-0 and try something cheesy. Lich harass or something. Or even Cryptlord now.
Yeah, maybe Cryptlord Fast Expo.
Yeah. And then you kind of have to bank on a strong Mountain King play with the Blood Mage by Thunder.
Yeah. Honestly, Cryptlord Fast Expo can work in both matchups. So
true.
Yeah, I think it's the best idea. Just save Michael for the best Cryptlord Fast Expo map. Good maps for that are Echo Isles, LR, and Northern Isles pretty much.
I could also see him on AZ with some kind of rush. Like the double crypt rush, he is probably the
That only works against Night Elf, though. I don't think that works against anything else. Has he practiced Cryptlord, though? We have seen so far in the Asian tournaments, it doesn't seem like NetEase has caught on to Papa Roach yet. We see it on Europe all the time now.
Yeah. I had no time yet to watch the Town Hall. Michael was on the Town Hall this week. Don't know if he said something about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either.
Damn, our prep.
So much casting going on now. Only so many hours in a day.
We have to sleep less. We're so weak. So unprofessional. Nice Zeppelin micro on both sides here in the highlight reel, but Moon again. Superior. Thank you. I play you win for the 14-month resub. Need a new emote with a new logo to spread more confusion in chat. And money to black for the 12-month resub. Where do you go to buy tickets for WGL when it's offline? Usually it's just open for everyone.
Just need to come to Shanghai, and I guess for that you would kind of need a ticket.
Yeah. Alrighty, 1-1. We go into the second one-on-one in a bit between ELL and Rise again. Who's going to go into the winner bracket final? We'll see this after a little break. Back from the break in WGTL, ELL versus Rise again. Moon tied up the series, and now what are we gonna get? What's it gonna be? What's the matchup? What's the strategy? So far, Moon was just excellent in seeding his players. So, do you want to give Thunder your best map and seed him second, just like in the clan war against Rogue Warriors, and try it with Michael now? You're muted, my friend.
Was I unmuted during the break? I'm not sure. I think I'm reactive now. ELL has the map choice here, and we are gonna see what it is. Twisted. Well, you're definitely not gonna set Thunder here, I guess.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough. I mean,
It's a
there's
smart pick by ELL. Putting Twisted, that basically eliminates the human option. And putting Lin here is just genius. Like, Lin playing against Michael or Thunder is both amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Can Michael do something with an expansion here?
Yeah.
I mean, it is possible to creep the natural with a Crypt Lord.
True. Yeah, I think Crypt Lord Fast Expo is your best bet. But again, has he practiced this? Is he comfortable with that playstyle? We saw 1-2-0 recently, didn't play any Crypt Lord. We saw WFZ, didn't play any Crypt Lord. But normally, Michael was always quite experimental. So it wouldn't surprise me if he has tried it a lot already.
Michael Lin. Here we go.
Yeah.
Man, Michael is 3-4. I didn't expect this at all. He lost to TH. That was crazy. Lin 4 out of 5. Michael was always more experimental than other Asian undeads, except like the PCGs of this world, you know, and
Yeah, true.
TBCs. Like, I talk about real undeads.
That's mean, Neo. Yeah, I remember times when Michael was playing Lich first against Human, Dreadlord first against Undead, even before those were buffed, even before those were more explored, those strategies. Michael's always been on the forefront of exploring new strategies. Rarely the player who plays them so well that he establishes a meta.
Yeah.
But certainly always looking for new ways.
Okay. Lin can play pretty standard, right? Like, he can do whatever. He, to me, looked the strongest when he was not going for early expansions. Maybe he's forced to do that now if Michael goes for an expansion. That's a lot of questions again.
Yeah. With Michael being the choice here and the patch what it is, I would say it's pretty likely we're going to see Crypt Lord Fast Expo. And I think that's the mindset that Lin should have going into this match.
Yeah.
But we still don't know what the best answer is. Are you supposed to be aggressive on level 1? Are you supposed to creep to level 2 first and be then aggressive?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to just play passively and counter expand instantly? That's also an option. It's all not very well explored yet. And I'm really interested to see how Lin would play against the Crypt Lord Fast Expo if that was to be the strategy.
Me too, man. Me too. That means the last one-on-one is going to be 1-0 versus Thunder if we go there on paper and outmatch. But we say this every time Thunder is playing, and he's been pretty impressive, especially in the game against Infi. He's not playing meta. He's going for a lot of harass and stuff, so that's a thing for later. Back to Shanghai. ELL Rise again. 1-1. It is Lin. One of the most dominant players this year. The current world champion against Michael. He disappeared for a long time. Came to WCG as a referee. But competitively, we haven't seen him until this very tournament. And he looks pretty damn good.
Got some last minute energy with the Oreos in the back. Good to see that he's energized.
All right, then. Lin in the upper left. The Lin spawn with the rock golem pull. This is what he invented and showed to the world. Michael bottom right. Cross position? Should give him some time. So what is this? Is it the Crypt Lord?
That looks like a ghoul build.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a ghoul build. That is absolutely a ghoul build. Doesn't have to mean Crypt Lord, but I would say is pretty likely. Also, Lin's build certainly looks like he's going to be going for the rock golem pull and creep. But first, let's take a look at this Altar of Darkness.
DK versus Blade. Okay.
Really?
Playing this straight up, more or less.
Wow. On Twisted Meadows, this is the, like, in old standard meta, this was the nightmare map for Undead. Having to play here against the strong Orc triple hero who always finds good items with this being twisted. TC level 3 is unavoidable. Blade Master and Shadow level 4 is unavoidable. Pretty easy expansion for the Orc. Easy Merc camp. Lots of great creeps to go for.
Yeah.
I think Crypt Lord would have been the much, much better choice.
All right. Lucifer, Michael, so far has had good game plans. Sometimes his opponents were overwhelming, but in general his thinking was right. Is it changing now? Then, of course, with the Lin opening on Twisted.
Rock Golem pull can be hard to execute in certain positions, but the top left is usually pretty easy, so this should work. And it does. Acolyte is here to scout, but it's a cross-map spawn. There's not really anything that Michael can do about this, honestly. The only thing you can do instead is creep up, and this is where the ghoul build comes in. Item. Lionhorn. Very nice.
Yeah, really, really good. For the majority of the match, you got, or for the rest of the match, you got a constant protection scroll around you. That's really nice. So, Lin with attack, second burrow, standard stuff. What is he going to do with this ghoul build? No level 2 here. And just, okay, tier 2. Just more creeping.
I like the ghoul build in theory. With the normal damage from the ghouls, you can creep the middle camps really easily. And if you get 3 out of those with 3 claws or something like that, can be very beneficial. Len is not finding his opponent.
They're listening to us. Here we go. Creep camps are back.
Ah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Len going for the newly upgraded little green camp. Still not very rewarding, but better than before.
Okay, so the ghouls out-level him quite hard. Skeleton, I didn't see him. Was a windwalk. But really, one base, man.
Lin has now realized that Michael is not playing fast Expo Crypt Lord, but took him a long time to scout this. Since Orc with this build doesn't have a scout peon, you have to rely on Blade Master and Grunt. Another reason why I think Crypt Lord Fast Expo could be really good here. But alright, Remo, let it go. It's not happening.
Oh, thanks. I don't even have to say it myself. So, can this be a very, very old school destroyer bust thingy? Where he kills burrows? But that fiend would be a little better with that as well. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's just playing the ghoul opening because of creeping, I think. It is probably the better idea on Twisted. If you don't play ghouls, you just have a tough time creeping anything, really. And nice rock golem pull here as well. But
Lin is coming in. Didn't steal it, but the item goes... Oh, did he steal it? Item goes to him, and another kill here. Coil saves the ghoul, but blocks against it for a bit. He did prevent level 3.
Yeah, Lin got both of them.
Yeah.
Got the big mana and the experience.
Yeah.
And that's such a big swing. And now he can go for the Berserker as well if he wants. TC second. Feeling really confident that he's not going to need heal for a long time.
Whoa, okay.
We've been seeing that a lot from Lin, actually, against Undead. Still feel this is a little risky. But of course, if you get the levels, if you get the 3 and 4 and 5 quickly on the TC, oh boy, is it strong.
Can't get the last hit with the coil, but gets it with the Frostmourne sword. Alright, so at least a little closer to level 3, but still didn't get it. If the school build was designed to creep up fast, it started off nicely, but once Lin decided to interrupt this, he was pretty outmatched there, and he cancels the slaughterhouse. Oh, is he? There's another coil soon. Okay.
What's the other building?
Good
Sacrificial
question.
Pit?
On
I guess.
Could be. On
Is he actually
Twisted?
trying to play worms? Well, Lin certainly saw what it was. Yeah, it's a Sacrificial Pit.
Yeah.
Well, with the ghoul build, you certainly have the lumber for it. And worms can't be stomped, at least. Or it might just be for scouting.
Do we want a handstand TC as well? Stomping the air. Fiend transition. With a Lich out. Do you have to do something in the mid game? I guess if you're going worms, you're all reliant on your late game. So you just ignore your opponent for some time.
Yeah. Worms do have a decent power spike. 2 to 3 worms coming in with decent hero levels and focusing the berserkers before it's too many.
Speaking of coming in, Blade Master is here again, but this time revealed. Okay, goes to Michael level 3. And the item is Soapy Mask.
And here the shade becomes valuable. Blade Master can always be detected easily. But that did cost some gold. That does cost 1 supply constantly. Oh, the TC is coming in.
Yeah.
Even
TP
pre-level 3.
TP out immediately. Frost armor, so no losses. Ghoul Frenzy. No Boneyard yet. But also, like, Lich is not on the level he wants to be. He has good damage. Plus 14 already.
Frenzy Ghouls can be very powerful in this matchup as long as you don't get stomped like crazy. And this is where normally the third hero, Dark Ranger, comes into play in this matchup. Especially when you play Frenzy Ghouls. But the TC will certainly be reaching level 3. Next big item was also a Sobi for Lin.
Okay, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of spells then.
Michael gets the Quel'Thala's boots.
Yeah, Dark Ranger damage. Okay.
Neo, I think you're right. I think that's great for the Dark Ranger. Good point.
Let's see if we get a Dark Ranger in this game, or if he decides to go for Crypt Lord or whatever. Or Pit Lord. Very PvE heavy game so far.
Yeah. Fairly normal for Twisted. Cryptlord third can work very well on this map because of the nature of the passive playstyle, because of how many creeps there are. Vortex showed this very impressively, how good a Cryptlord third can work if you do get to level him.
But it is the Dark Ranger. And he sold the boots of Quel'Thalas.
Oh!
Double sad for Remo.
It's a rough day for me, bro.
Oh. You're with me, it's not too bad.
But this is something we keep on seeing over and over. For some reason, the NetEase undeads don't play Cryptlord. It is the Europeans spamming it like crazy, but not on NetEase.
Yeah. Okay, Ruined Bracers. More creeping. Up to 50 supply. Both of them. Is there an expansion coming? Are there worms coming? Shadowhunter 3. Claws on the Blade, close to 4. Close to 4 TC as well. Is he giving this TC too much time?
Possibly, yes. But he has, in theory, an answer with the Dark Ranger, which with Silence at least can delay the Stomp impact. Unless we will get to dispel. And normally at around 50 supply is where the tech transitions start to come in. Undead with Banshees and Orc with Walkers. But the healing is still really weak for Lyn. This Shadowhunter needs to get to level 3 quickly.
At least he has a lot of mana.
Yeah. There's still enough camps left for this. Amulet of Spell Shield on the DK.
Great against Hex.
Could be, yep. But if Lyn is aware, he's never going to Hex the DK.
Yeah, but isn't it then a constant solution? Like, he can always coil then. Like,
Yeah,
this prevents the DK disable completely. Except Stomp, of course.
Yeah, but he can still Hex other valuable targets. Like the Lich, like maybe a Fiend. But yeah, it is a...
We have an opening here. Nova onto the Blade Master, but I doubt that Michael is ready. He has a TP, could go for it. TC has a big stun here. The silence didn't hit in time and snares, but there's not much damage for Linen yet. Raider barely safe with the heal wave. Fiend is about to drop. Can he get a coil out? No, but Burrow, Orb of Lightning on that Destroyer, can't save him. I mean, he kills the Blade! Coil Nova out of nowhere! So that damage is gone. Can he reach the tavern? He doesn't even have the resources for it. Is Michael winning the fight against Lyn? With the blade. Okay, Wyvern are coming in. Immediately wept. Lyn takes out the Fiends, though. Statue Micro to the right-hand side. Good focus fire on that Berserker. That's out, too. Needs to save that Lich, and he gets it. Kodo Beast, focus fire, but there's heal wave against it. Fiend still disabling this Wyvern pretty much constantly. Wants this Kodo so bad. Coils the Lich to keep it alive, and gets the Kodo, and gets the Fiend back. Michael lost a lot of supply, though. Another Fiend revealed. And there's an expansion on the back of this fight. No statue anymore on the ground. And Lyn has more mana for that Stomp. Next Fiend down. Ooh, unit losses are heavy. It's only the heroes remaining for Michael. Does he have another Coil Nova? No mana.
Lyn getting almost punished there, or I guess he did get punished there. Shadowhunter wasn't level 3 yet, and the Blade didn't have an invul. Quite bold by Lyn to take that fight the way he did. But he survives. Lyn doesn't die, and now the strategy will really start to pay off. Firstly, the expansion is coming up, and secondly, Shadow about to be 3, and the TC is close to 5.
What's the building there? In the
Temple.
base of Michael. There was a new building coming.
Temple
No.
of the Damned.
Okay. So Banshees. Expo up. No mining yet as the one peon builds the tower.
Level 3 for the Shadow at the lab and the Ruined Bracers.
Oh, wow. That TC. Ring, Devotion, Parry-Up, Rune Bracers. He's not gonna die.
Yeah. That's overkill, honestly. He should give some of that to the Blade Master. Probably the Parry-Up. Maybe the Ruined Bracers. But yeah, Blade Master needs some more tankiness. He doesn't even have a circlet. No wonder he died so fast. He is super glass cannon.
Second red spot for Michael. And is it time to push afterwards? Both at 50. This expo didn't pay off. He's in a position to push soon. Items though. Pendant of Energy for the DK. Invo Potion, Invo Potion. Oh, Lyn is engaging into this. Statue being caught. Creepjack. Big Creepjack for the War Chief. And this TC is lining up for Stomp. How good are the splits? He needs insane splits against this. Ouch! That hurt. That hit everything. Wyvern taken out. That's one of the damage dealer. Good burrows. And the Blade Master taking care of the statues once again. There's not much he can do about it. Frost Armor on the DK helps him against all this melee units, but the Fiends are starting to fall. Man, Michael's micro is pretty damn crazy in this fight. Another Headhunter down. That's another skeleton he can eat. Takes out another Headhunter with this, and that's another skeleton. Good snowball effect for Michael, but will this be enough? Every single second, the gold clock is ticking. Takes out another Fiend. Stomp on the DK. This, of course, will not be prevented by a Spell Shield. Shadow Hunter is safe, but out of mana. Has no potion. But now the dust settles. And Michael runs away. Oh.
Pretty close fight again. The
engaging. Sorry to cut you off. I think you have a delay to me. Okay, here's the town portal. Blade comes in. Needs a crit to get this one. Gets it. Okay. Here we go. Fight analysis by Remo.
Yeah, Lin once again quite eager to engage, even with low mana, even with not having the best items. But boy, look at those hero levels.
Yeah.
4, 4, 3, and it's about to be level 5 TC.
Yeah.
Stomp has been nerfed recently, but it's still pretty good.
Michael was expanding on the back of this, but Lin sniffs this and kills it. Can't be cancelled. Wasn't unsummoned. Lots of resources going down the drain. Third last Coil, maybe. Focus on that Kodo to take the extra damage away, but the Lich himself is in trouble. Coil arrives. Fiend safe to the back as well. Dark Ranger Invo Potion level 5 TC. 5 second stun, 7 second cooldown. The Fiends are suffering DK as well. Crit! Bye-bye! And that goes for the Dark Ranger as well. GG by Lucifer. He put on a great fight, but the War Chief is just... He seems to be unbeatable. That was a lot more stressful than he thought it would be.
Yeah. Not a bad game by Lin. Wouldn't agree with the unbeatable. I think that looked pretty shaky. I think Michael was given more openings than he should have. And if that had been 1-0 or happy on the other side, I think this game would have gone the other way.
Yeah, I mean, pretty surprising to see Michael so strong. Also his Microman. I was really impressed. The way he moved the Fiend back, or the Fiends back. The splits, maybe not perfect, but for coming out of semi-retirement a couple of months ago, this was good. But yeah, in the end, there's a 2-1 on the scoreboard. Now, Lin did what he had to do, winning Twisted Meadows. That was his map choice. It was their pick. And now it's time for the 2-on-2s again.
All right. That must mean Moon back into the fray, this time with Michael. Can he keep his team's hopes alive? It's not looking good for RA. Even if they win the 2v2, then Thunder would have to win against 1-0 on ELL's map pick, no less.
Yeah.
It's rough for RA. They are far behind, but there is a little bit of hope still left.
Indeed. We go into the next 2-on-2s. That should be Lin and 1-0 versus Moon and Michael. Is there... could they throw curveballs here? We'll see after the break. Another highlight clip here from Michael and Lin. Lin, key to this match, I think, was the creep check at the mercenary camp where he stole experience and item away from Michael. That prevented level 3 DK for so long. Here's the hero kill. The big accomplishment, but smart as Lin is, the expansion on the back of this fight, using the time perfectly.
Yeah, this was the scary part of this game. This could have very easily snowballed and the undead heroes just kill everything. And without a Blade Master, Lin doesn't have enough DPS anymore, but he just held in well enough, drained all the mana over time off of the DK and the Lich, and was able to hold on to that expo.
Didn't even mind too much about it, but in the end, there was no army for Michael to punish this, to break it. And he tried to counter expand and prolong the game, but Lin shuts this down. Way too easy. Not way too easy. He fought 2 fights for it, so. But the other levels at one point. If Orc gets to 4-5-3, it's so good.
And the double spell shield, by the way, I think we saw a total of 1 hex being disabled. Not really the greatest value. Imagine if that had been like double pendant of mana or something. Spell shield is a cool item, but I think it's oftentimes overrated.
Oh yeah, double spell shield actually. I didn't even see that in the fight.
Yeah. Good to protect against hero kill, but not any kind of DPS, certainly. Lin took out the Expo. Michael was trying to get up to 2 bases, but...
Yeah, imagine he gets double staff of silence instead.
That would have been pretty sick.
Triple silence. Okay. Useless TC. Anyway, this is the final fight here. And the DK dies, and the Dark Ranger dies, and the Expo is gone. So, match points. ELL, 1 map away from $6,000 additional dollars and the winner bracket final against either Lao Pao Esports Club or Rogue Warriors, who will play afterwards. Rise again. Can they rise again? We'll see in a bit. Back to Warcraft is back at WGTL. ELL with match points in the second 2-2. In the first play day, it was a 3-1 for ELL. Will history just repeat? You're muted again.
Aha!
Ah.
We thought it was going to be a closer affair when they met during the season. That wasn't Rise Again's strongest time yet. But the first 2v2 going ELL's way, that does not bode well for Rise Again. If they win the 2v2 now, they still have a chance. But the daunting thing is, even if they win now, the 5th map, the 1v1, is going to be a super tough task also. But I guess it's not yet time to think about that. One step at a time. And it's going to be the 2v2. Who's going to be our players?
We see it now. Oh, it's going to be on Lost Temple.
Oh, nice.
Haven't seen that in a while. So we expect Moon Michael versus Lin 120.
Twisted Meadows is already a great split push map. This is the split push map. So big, so hard to find a strong push together. Very easy to spread your opponent thin, attacking 2 bases at the same time.
And of course, the big fight at the middle for the 2 consumables and this huge pot of XP. Who's suited better in the early mid game to take this? Well, maybe we should wait for the lineups. Maybe there is a curveball. But we don't expect this, really.
Normally, it's the tier 2 centric strategies and armies that have an edge with trying to go for the middle. AKA, Undead doesn't like it so much, because Undead wants to wait until tier 3, until they become strong to really contest, whereas the other races normally faster come online on tier 2. But that can also turn into a problem if they don't transition into the strongest tier 3 units in time.
Yeah, this could be a sick late game. Here we get the players. Michael and Thunder. Undead Human.
Okay.
Against Undead Orc. That is a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-2-0 and Lin we were expecting for ELL, but no Moon to keep Rise Against chances alive here in the upper bracket.
Yeah. Moon and Michael look pretty good. But maybe there is an issue with Hunts against Undead Orc. Like, Hunts fall off so hard.
Yeah.
But it is Rise Against choice, right? So they wanted this way.
Yep, it is. Maybe they have a special strat prepared. This map can be really good for fast expo. We used to see Undead Human combo with Human fast expanding and then rushing into mortar teams. That was pretty cool. Way back when with Yumi and WFZ, but not really a prevalent strategy in the 2v2s anymore.
Yeah. These 2 brothers, real life brothers. It's blood thicker than the skill of Lin and 120. They need a little bit of item luck. They need a great start. They need great communication.
Yeah. I think they need to get ahead economically. Like, what if this game just goes late? What if we're at 50 supply, and then Lin and 1-2-0 turn this 2v2 into 2 1v1s? How are you going to beat these 2 in 2 separate 1v1s?
Yeah, that's the question. 1-2-0 for the first time. We see the Necromancer I asked LawLiet earlier if they banned his cat from the room. And oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that. And yeah, alongside Lin. Lin 2-0 today, right? 2-2 win with LawLiet, 1-on-1 win against Michael. And so far, Thunder 0-1, Michael 0-1. Could be the decision in the first Winnerbracket semifinal of WGTL. $6,000 on the line for just this one map for ELL. We are on Lost Temple.
I always like seeing this map in 2v2. It's such an iconic, classic, very unique fountain in the middle. We even have islands. Well, I guess strictly speaking nowadays they're not islands anymore. And has seen so much competition throughout years of Warcraft 3. I think when Frozen Throne first came out, it already was played, wasn't it?
It was already a StarCraft map that got ported onto Warcraft.
Yeah. Used to be played in 1v1, actually.
Dude, don't remind me of the Shriek games.
Which is quite insane.
Don't. It is the Dreadlord Archmage opening. We've seen this from Infi and TH. Played almost to perfection. Lin at 1-0 played against this already. And it was a sick game on the map. That name I always forget.
Tidewater Glades?
Tidewater Glades. Thank you very much, Remo.
No problem, bro. I got you. Fiend build here, so slow hero for 1-0. Is it still the DK?
Yes, it is.
No crit load first. Not even once.
Alright, scouting going on. Is it going to be an expansion by Thunder? The position is not that good. Spawning close to Lin. Shop in the middle, and that is great because there will be a fight for the fountain. For sure. So having an easier access to the shop can help a lot. He's taking out the natural camp. This is instant level 2. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an expansion as well. In the upper, like 12 o'clock position, Michael is doing the same with the Dreadlord. Super easy to creep. Lost Temple was the one map before the Dreadlord changes where Dreadlord fast expansion was a thing due to this being so easy.
And this is a quad mirrored creep route. We have 4 times the natural being taken.
Ooh, but Michael is expanding.
Wait a minute. Are they trying to double fast expand?
Wait, the militia is still in the bottom right.
I don't even hate that. He's pulling them back though. Okay.
Okay, I thought for a second that's a building, but yeah, it's so exposed. It's so exposed when you're spawning next to Lin.
The Peon Scout makes it all the way north, so they see the Ziggurat here coming up. No haunted yet by Michael. Lumber a little short. Now he sets it up.
Okay, we go into the temple. Claws and gloves for the Archmage. That can help. Mana is pretty low. But it's so, like, creeping for 1-0 was a little slow as well. Lin enters the temple. It's a lot of great items for him. How can he pressure him early? This is what the Blade Master is supposed to do. And that's exactly what's happening. Just pure right clicks. And Lin, about to steal this, got it with the Windwalk. Preventing level 3.
A lot of ghouls and skeletons here for Michael. He should be able to creep these camps in the middle pretty easily, the green ones at least. Can anybody creep the fountain yet, or is it too early?
With the Dreadlord, maybe, but there's gonna be... They will fight for 3 minutes now, I think. It's nighttime, you can heal at the fountain. This, of course, helps the Orc. This is good for Fiends as well. Not that great for Footmen and Ghouls. And ELL is brave and starts this.
Thunder trying to go for the run-by into 1-0's base, who is surprisingly not yet teching. Prioritizing Fiends instead to early be able to claim the fountain. And that is working out, seemingly. But the main is in a bit of trouble.
I'm surprised that RA is not contesting this middle spot at all. Just going for the base, just going for the Acolytes. This will prevent the tech for even longer. And this is more safety for Michael's expansion. Dreadlord arrives too late though.
AN's probably gonna have to TP out here. Yep.
Okay, here comes the blade. He's slowed. And now you are...
How am I suddenly ahead of you?
I switched on the Ultra HD graphics.
Ah.
And it's not lagging at the moment.
Ultra HD. Nice.
Okay, Lin tier 2. Shadowhunter second. Raider Walker build. And I say it's not lagging, and boom, there's the lag. Man! Cast this curse. Okay, can they break this now? There's only an Arubian tower, but RA is gathering forces to jump on this fiend.
It's a lot of footies and ghouls coming in for the defense. Plus level 2 carrion. Seems like that should be enough for RA to hold.
Let's see about that. There's still some healing going on for Thunder. Yeah, it's such a big force. Carrion Swarm coming in. Didn't hit too much. Lots of grunts and skeleton herd. Now the footmen find the fiends. Oh, 6 split by 1-2-0. This one fiend might be taken out. Coil long range. He is ready. He was benched for the majority of this clan war for now. But took the time to warm up, apparently. Another spike. There we go. Ghouls are falling. Fiends reposition. There's another coil to save pretty much every single fiend. One gets surrounded. So he's re-engaging onto these footmen. There's another coil. Carrion Swarm. Oh, Blade comes in. But it wasn't enough. DK about to be surrounded as well. Fiends have to retreat now. Okay, they finally hold this. Oh, barely gets out. Okay, there's the sleep. There's the surround. There's a big invul, an Ankh, and a TP. Holding on. Holding on. And a TP now. Okay, Expo saved.
Alright, and 1-2-0's expansion at Lin's Natural is coming up. Man, those acolytes have to walk a long way over.
They float
1-2-0
anyway,
must
right?
be delaying his tier 2 and 3 like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Is he staying on tier 1? Like, he was harassed a lot. Can he afford both at the same time? Maybe he was fed a little.
Very unusual. Normally we see Undead, especially with DK Fiends, trying to rush tier 3 very quickly, as there the power spike is hit.
Yeah.
But 1-2-0 playing it different.
Blood Mage second for Thunder. His signature hero. Shadowhunter second. Invo Potion on the DK, interestingly. Raider coming. More defense. And a Crypt for Michael. Plus the Graveyard, so switching into Fiends.
Cryptlord, if he gets to 5 quickly, we have seen how strong the Carrion can be, backed up by the mana support of the human.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, Brilliance Aura and Siphon, it's unlimited mana. They bank on the Cryptlord, on the Dreadlord here. Talisman of Evasion. Not that great. And, oh, Thunder caught in the open. Instant TP. A lot is crept already. Blade Master checks this out. Sees, oh, okay, there might still be a chance. This is not looking bad for RA, I think. Michael needs a town portal, though. Thunder.
I have leg.
Alright. Red spot. For ELL. Big experience. Waiting for the item. And... okay. Shadowhunter got it. Talisman, not the greatest. Are they doing too little for this 3 base, soon to be 4 base play?
I mean, if you're going up to 4 bases, why not play it slow? Why not wait until the late game? You have all these resources soon to make use of. And they're still accelerating with creeping. Not too many camps left. We kind of eliminated most neutrals. The corner reds on the islands are left, but they're hard to get to.
Yeah. Michael's making his way over. Tech finally finishing for 1-0. It's one of the slowest undead techs I've seen. 700 gold for Michael. Level 4 Dreadnought still. Wonder how close he is to 5. How good is Spirit Link against Carrion Swarm? Oh, Zeppelin dropped by 1-0. Alright, didn't see that coming. Into the human base, pummeling Thunder, but he's ready for defending this. There's rifles, there's casters, so anti-air is good. Lin joins this fight. Michael has to come over. Does he have a town portal? Yes, he does. Question is, when is he gonna come in? He's in 1-0's base, and that will delay tier 3 for a lot, but Thunder is suffering. Position isn't too bad. How much time can he stall? Blade Master for Lin is in for the defense in 1-0's base. Raiders and Grunts are raiding this human base, but super deep in. He's just going for the Haunted Goldmine. There should be limited repair, and then he can TP home. Little bit of a lag. There we go. So shop gone. It's not the worst thing. Rebuilds it immediately. Shouldn't lose the barracks. And he finally gets the Haunted Goldmine. So ELL down to 2 bases.
All right, and with Rise again getting up to 4,
yep,
this is starting to look better and better.
I agree. Fiends are hurt, all at 50%. And now comes the Carrion Swarm. So, how can they hold this? More than 100 supply already for Rise again. Ghouls are setting up a trap, trying to block a little on the left-hand side. Maybe a little too late. Can he disable with sleep? Not really. Shade's coming. Oh, Blade Master's surrounded. But there's mana. And an Ankh. Oh, 1-0 again. With the Zeppelin drop. This is so annoying. I mean, he can't afford it, Thunder. It's not the worst thing.
Michael has so many ghouls.
Yep.
Is he going for the side, have 3 ghoul gangs in every base playstyle?
Looks like it, right? There's not much AoE. Usually the answer to this is AoE, but no Storm, no Chain Lightning, Nova now, okay, but that's it.
Yeah, 1-0's tech so late, the Lich so late. It's gonna be a continuous problem.
Back. Alright, I think that's it for the high quality. Hope the stream didn't die entirely. There we go. Oh, big fight now. Scorched Earth by the Flame Strike. Abominations from Michael are coming out. Big Carrion Swarm as well. Oh, this AoE is going to be sick. There's so much mana for Rise again. And everything is just too hurt for 1-0. He can't take an open fight. These ghouls are flooding the Fiends. Trying to save himself to the fountain to get a little back, but oh, Zeppelin safe on that Lich. Very good solution to the sleep surrounds, I feel.
Yeah, very smart. And there is move speed advantage here on 1-0.
With the level 2 aura, yep. Lin is raiding the base. Double Slaughterhouse, double A-bomb, 80 supply for Michael. And still 4 bases?
Lin with more than 1,500 gold, by the way. Still banking at 50.
Wow, 1-0 with 1,000 as well.
Patient.
Didn't get the Black Citadel here. Oh, Blood Mage, very exposed. Flame Strike to create some space. Wow, this... Okay, now Lin is breaking into 60.
If the Blood Mage gets to 4 and the Dreadlord gets to 5, this AoE is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
AM can retrain into Blizzard.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. We see gargoyles as well, by the way. And Blade Master slept. This will trigger the Ankh, maybe. Save another disable. Coil. And Cyclone! Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, that's an Ankh at least.
Wait, he has no mana. He's dead.
Needs the block. Needs the block. Oh, are they letting him out? Nope. Okay. Lin. Oh, trying to staff out. Sleep. Sandman Michael gets the kill.
Dude, who would have thought This is not looking bad at all, but Lin now going again for the counter. Devoured an A-bomb, and he's got Torrents as well. Pulverize against ghouls? That could be pretty good.
Yep. Maybe even paired with Bloodlust, since this spell? I mean, you got Priests, but that's it. You can't go Breakers, though. But do you want more melee? Questionable. Shadowhunter. He wants the Shadowhunter so bad. The piercing damage against the walkers, that's pretty nice. There was another kill somewhere. Off screen.
TC got intercepted somewhere.
This looking better and better and better for Rise Again.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we got a couple of subs. Thank you, Serpathos, for the 14-month. Go, Michael. Looking good here. Dom Haas, Talwin, FK, Desert Drake. Thank you guys for your continued support.
Thank you. These are some big armies now. Yeah. Michael's been at 80 for a long time. I imagine the upgrades must be amazing. And Thunder's getting closer to that as well.
1,000 gold. Shop was killed. 2 heroes in the altar, but all these ghouls. There's no tavern on this map, mind you. He can't get him back. Flame Strike, boom, altar gone. Blade Master and TC benched until the end of the game. Probably. They will not be participating in this fight. Is it 1-0 to carry them? Here we see the first Crypt Lord of the game, but Carrion Swarm against it. High level ups on both sides. Level 4 Archmage, level 2 DK. 2 important aura upgrades. The rifle's in an almost perfect position. Michael is blocking a lot. Heavy Nova, big Impaler as well. There's more heal scrolls, more heal waves, more invols. 1-0 at 70 supply. Can he really do this 2-on-1? Level 3 Blood Mage. Level 2 Siphon. Most likely, but he's nuked now. Needs healing and doesn't get it. Oh, he's out. Double TP. This was not the death ball push it needed to be.
How do they hold this?
1-0 is a crazy man.
He is a crazy man. Who's getting up to another base here soon? In the bottom left, we have another expansion. Soon to be finishing. Lin has like nothing though. Oh boy, 25 supply, 2 heroes dead, main ravaged.
Master training coming. He's trying to spend his resources, but yeah, getting these 2 heroes back will take quite some time. Shade sees it. Or should see it. Second rat spot for Rise Again as well. What did they get this time? Not sure.
Yeah, 1-0 has to keep up the pressure.
And
has to utilize his strength right now.
Oh my, this Nova. AoE is super sick. Impale follow-up. Cryptlord already level 2. This insane hold. 1-0. In team games, usually, he wasn't the carry he needed to be. He was always with flaws in his play. But maybe he keeps him alive. Blizzard transition. Carrion Swarm level 3. This AoE is surreal. What can they do? They need 1 million heal scrolls.
One advantage they still have is the move speed. And there's very little catch on RA. They have sleep, and that's it. And sleep can be dispelled.
Yeah, they don't have Banish. It's Flame Strike and Siphon. Lin with an expansion upper left. Thunder scouts it. Thunder tier 3 as well, by the way.
Frag Shard Mortars could be really good. Frost Worms coming in.
The Chinese version, everyone. Okay, even more AoE. It's all against 1-0 now. Lin, still no Blade Master in this fight. No TC in this fight. Worm in focus, needs a coil, doesn't really get it, falls. Level 3 for Michael, level 5 for 1-0. Flame Strike, walks into this. Low mana on the Dreadlord though, that's the last Carrion. Is he close to 6? We don't know, that's the surround of the DK. Can he get out? Somehow Dreadlord is in trouble as well. Get some healing at least. TP out. How many units will fall? Does he have more AoE to finish something off? Not really. Look at the supply. 110 for ELL. And oh my god, 136 for Rise Again.
These Mesa A-bombs, they're so tanky. How are you gonna cut through like 8 abominations?
I don't know. I have no idea. They raid Lin's base. And it's so hard. You can't even repair against Blizzard Flamestrike. It's impossible.
Yeah, this strat has come online. Mass AoE, mass expansions. And then lots of tanks in front with the spells behind.
Sick. You've never seen so many abominations on one screen. It is surreal. 2-3 upgrades as well. Yeah. Imagine they had Vamp Aura. Oh my goodness. But they need the disable. So of course a lot of targets for Impale, but it's only level 1. It doesn't do much. Siphon Mana, Carrion Swarm, Torrents, and A-Bombs are melting. TC falls again. This is not a game for the big cow. Blade Master in trouble. It's just too much damage. It's just way too much damage. 1-0 is still at 70 though. Is there a way for him to show some magic? Michael lost quite a bit.
Dude, can he hold this again? No way.
Oh, Crypt Lord gets another coil. That was the last one though. Lin's base is in all shambles. This human army is about to collapse on the other. He can't hold this.
The A-bombs are so tanky, it's ridiculous.
Crypt Lord! Carrion Swarm kill! He will not reach level 3. The Lich doesn't look too hard either. Kodo still providing this, but this 2,000 gold on Michael. 1,300 on Thunder.
Dreadnought must be close to 6 as well, I imagine.
Yeah, must be. They killed so much. They killed Lin's entire army. Ooh, Carrion Swarm. Again. Siphon, but immediately cancelled. So 135 supply still. High levels. No TC. Like, the kill of the TC was a crucial moment. Never having this storm. Flamestrike Blizzard against this base again. Thunder isn't even needed in this fight. It's Michael alone. Level 5 Archmage. Even more mana or even stronger AoE. It's both so good. Like somehow 1-0 is not losing supply. I don't know how he does it. It's a lot of destroyers, okay. But the Paladin, whoa, what a nuke.
Destroyers do decent damage against the A-bombs. And there's no ensnares or webs to lock them down. So you can play these destroyers really well.
He's kiting, but he's losing units. More and more and more. 2,000 gold still in the bank for Rise again. Statue taken out. Level 4 Blood Mage. This is almost the ultimate AoE. DK has nothing to save himself and falls. This must be it. The hope, the dream, still alive for Rise again. With Michael and Thunder.
ELL not going to give up yet. Lich TP's out, trying to save as much as possible, but that exposes the bottom left expansion. The other one right here, taken out by the mortars, as we see.
How is this freaking Dreadnought still at level 6? I want a Celebration Infernal.
Must be super close.
They know everything though. They're scouts everywhere. Mortar teams, I imagine he has frag shards. TP's out to not lose too much, to not feed the undead heroes even higher. Yeah, you can screw this gold mine. Main base is mined out, except Lin, who doesn't have a main base anymore though.
Yeah. That means 1-0. No income left.
This is so unwinnable.
Oh my god, so many A-bombs.
Yeah, he surrounds everything with A-bombs here, going for the Crypt Lord once again. There's no coil. There is... Wait, how is he saving? This is such a madman. I mean, it's all blocked, so... He's collapsing on this expansion. Blizzard 3, Flame Strike 2.
Jesus, the damage.
And 4 modern teams. This expansion just dead. TC is back, by the way. But we still haven't seen a 6-hero fight for ELL, right?
Not for a while. Dreadlord A-bombs, dude. Dreadlord Expo A-bombs. We're seeing it more and more and more.
Yeah. Moon and Thunder countered this by Breakers and Dryads. And then it looked very, very easy to fight against it. Oh my god, this mass. How many kilograms on the battlefield right now? Take a guess. You can't take an elevator with all these abominations. Oh, the heal scrolls. So TC. Oh my, what a miserable life this TC was living. They tied this up again. The Brotherhood. The brothers in arms, so strong. And now it's up to him. Captain Marvel. He's up against 1-0 now in the decider.
Hope is still alive. With
Oh my
3-2 end, this game, this clan war will be more successful at least than during the season. But at the end of the day, it's not about getting 2 points, it's about getting 3 points.
Yeah.
And it's going to be against 1-0, as you said, on ELL's map pick. No less.
Dude. What a genius strategic decision. This was, like, picking Lost Temple is not normal. Not seeding Moon is not normal. Going for the Dreadlord, okay, becomes more and more standard, but going so many ghouls is not normal. Giving up the fountain for free is not normal. And all these decisions led to this victory.
Yeah. I really don't like 1-0 delaying his tech so much. His Lich being so late,
Yeah.
his power curve being hit so late, made everything much more difficult. If he had rushed the tech instead, he could have caused so many problems across the map. He would have been so fast, he could have done so many run-bys, he could have pressured so well. But, well, that didn't come to be.
So, of course, Thunder forced this very, very late delay of the tech. But it was his decision in the first place, and then it was just delayed. So,
Yeah.
1-0 delayed this on purpose, and then was stopped further. And yeah, these hero kills, man.
Strong strat. How many A-bombs was that at the end?
I have
I
no
think
clue.
that was like 11 A-bombs or something. Completely crazy.
It's so cool. And this is only happening in Clan Wars like this, that on paper, like 1-0 and Lin is the best undead in the world, best orc in the world, solo skill is surreal, they're in tip-top shape, they were in the next final. Like, and then there's Michael and Thunder, who are not qualified for WGL even. They're not top 20 in the world right now. Neither of them.
True. But with
And they
good
find
teamwork,
answers.
with good ideas, anything's possible in 2v2. It's a completely different beast.
This is moments when I love Warcraft the most. These underdog wins. And if these underdogs are in the same family, it's even better. And if they give us a deciding match, then it's even better. WGTL. Big promises with $100,000 prize money, and they keep their promises so far. Except of providing a Twitch clean feed, but that's a different story.
Yeah, still have it open. Not running yet.
So can we count these A-bombs? As you know, I stop at 4.
Yeah, that's 8 right here. But it
Wow.
was more later.
Oh yeah, it's only the second last push when they destroyed Lin.
That's so much tankiness, dude.
He tried, like at one point, he tried to go Abominations as well. He tried pretty much everything. He tried Mass Destroyers, he tried Abominations, he tried so much, but... His Critical was very good. It was a very good addition. All hope was lost at that point already.
Yeah, Lin did not have a good game. Not have a good time this game. He didn't play bad or anything. He was just getting destroyed over and over.
If Thunder wins, will you rather sing Thunder Strike by AC/DC or Thunder by Imagine Dragons? That is pest or cholera. That's a tough question, man.
I like that AC/DC song.
I know. Here we go. Deciding match in the Winnerbracket semifinal. It's gonna be 1-2-0 versus Thunder. On paper, an outmatch. But this is what we said about the 2-on-2 as well. Can Thunder get his big victory and the underdog story? Will it continue? We're gonna be right back. Here we are back again with the decider. ELL versus Rise again. That this goes full distance. Not many would have thought. Thunder versus 1-2-0 to decide this. Thank you, OEWH, for the sub, and Snorlax as well. If you're Mr. Saint Snorlax, I very much appreciate your retweet earlier. Much love. Dude, I come up with some stats here right now, and they're absolutely miserable. 1-0 is 4-1 in his solos. Thunder is 0-5.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately a proper reflection of the match here ahead of us. I'm looking up right now what their record against each other is. They haven't played apparently yet.
Okay. 1-0 then must know that Thunder is unlike any other human. I don't even expect an Archmage. It's Northern Isles, so okay, it's gonna be a little harder on this map. I expect either Blood Mage first or Mountain King first. My guess is like Blood Mage Flame Strike for the Haunted Goldmine. That's his best shot. That's his best shot.
That's a tough call, though.
But what else? Do you want to? You saw 1-0 fighting 2-on-1 in the twos.
Yeah, it's definitely looking dire. I think MK first might be the better call. Go MK first. Hope he's overconfident, and hope that you bolt surround kill 4 or 5 of his feeds. If that happens, anything could be possible.
Second best shot, I think, to the Blood Mage Flame Strike play is try some mind control on 1-2-0's cat and have it just sit on the keyboard all the time.
Yeah, it's a tough call. How about Pally Rifles? Throw in some Pally Rifles.
I would love that, but not too sure if Thunder is aware of the Thorzane strat.
Yeah, not even Thorzane is playing it anymore, so it seems like nobody is fond of that style currently.
Man, this ultimate story, the Phoenix rising, Thunder if he defeats 1-2-0 here.
This would be such a crazy upset. This will be the biggest upset so far in this league.
Yeah, I mean, we had WFZ defeating TH and Moon. That was freaking crazy. But this is playoffs. This is Thunder. And not WFZ.
And WFZ, we've always known, has these sparks of brilliance. Rarely. Every now and then. Especially in team events.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But for Thunder, well, this is his time to prove himself. If he wins here, he puts himself in the limelight. But
we know that he was practicing a lot for this very league. He was practicing with Lin. And LawLiet said, man, Thunder, we shouldn't underestimate him. He is a pretty good player nowadays. But of course, 1-0. Like, the matches he had against Moon were crazy this week. The performance in the 2-on-2 was crazy right now. Next grand final against Lin, that says a lot. So here we go. All odds are stacked against Thunder. But sometimes Warcraft, this beautiful game, provides us with miracles. Rise again. Need one now.
Neo says Thunder has to play a Blood Mage first. Something weird. Something unusual. A normal game is not winnable. Is it going to be a normal game? Or is this where 1-0 finally reveals the Crypt Lord?
We'll see about that.
Doesn't look like it. It's a normal build by 1-0. Ted Fiend opening.
And DK it is. What's on the other side?
Oh my god, dude. What is up with your calls?
Just know my game, man. Like,
He's
Thunder.
actually playing Blood Mage.
His record is 0-5, but he's the one for the special strats. He played the special strats against LawLiet in Playday 1. He was up against Infi in the deciding Clan War versus Rogue Warriors, and man, did he make Infi sweat with that Mountain King Zeppelin Echo Harass play. He almost won against Infi.
Alright. You had your crazy call. I'm gonna come with my own call now. Thunder's gonna fast expand, of course. And 1-0 is gonna play Beastmaster second with Bear.
Are you kidding me?
I've seen that before from him. Against Blood Mage, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So he knows about the Blood Mage. If I know things, 1-0 should know things. He's already delaying this with an Acolyte block alone. And the DK is running right over. On this map, 1-0, 6 skeletons harass was super freaking crazy. But he goes banish first. What can 1-0 steal? He rushes over immediately. No skeletons so far. Super hard to get last hits.
Oh, DK missed the last hit. Perhaps a bit of a mistake. But
Alright.
This camp is still alive. This is not looking so hot for Thunder.
Mana's also not too great for the Blood Mage. No Siphon, of course. He abandons the creep spot.
Ay.
Oh, Skeleton's rising. That's why we started to call him the Necromancer at one point. But Thunder deals with the Skeletons at least pretty well. Put some damage onto the DK too. Additional experience. If he gets Siphon soon, it would be a very, very big deal.
Oh, nicely playing around the coil. No experience for 1-0 right there.
Just from Peasants and Footies, I guess.
Yeah, purely Footman so far. And there we go, Siphon.
Yeah, Skeleton last hit gives him level 2. That is Siphon. That's the last coil.
All right. I mean, it's not the easiest expansion of all time. Oh,
Banish. Surround. That's a TP on level. Or will he let him die? There would be more experience for this Blood Mage. So with this, though... Okay, TP gone, level 2, alright. But it's Banish Siphon. It's no Flame Strike.
Yeah. Could retrain later. I think you have to play it like that in the early. Otherwise, like, Flame Strike in the early is just completely useless.
Expo coming. Yeah, you might be right. So, are you right with your call? We're gonna see it in a bit. 60% tech for 1-2-0. Expo is delayed. Tech is delayed.
We do have Fiends. Against Blood Mage, usually ghouls are better because they don't get, you know...
Banished surrounded?
So easily.
Like this?
Exactly.
Like exactly this?
Exactly like this.
DK has almost no mana, but uses the coil, frees the Fiend. Could get a counter surround here, actually, but the DK, no TP. Gotta be a little careful here.
He actually should have gone for the Ritual Dagger, I think. Oh, look at that footy positioning, by the way, protecting these peasants in the back.
Wow. Great plays by Thunder so far. DK is out of this, still chased by Footman.
And this is the downside of the Blood Mage. No Stormbolt, no Water Elemental. Really not that much damage.
Banishes the Peasant to save it from the Fiend. Puts more damage on that Fiend to scare him away. No range attacks anymore. That's a safe Peasant. That's an expansion. And more experience thanks to Skeletons. Naga. Full pressure. Very good against the Blood Mage, of course. Siphon. Can he prevent the coil? He's trying to run away. Not sure. Okay, he's below the threshold. Oh, no. Nice micro by 120, saving that fiend. Siphon on the Naga, of course, doesn't do too much, but at least gives the Blood Mage some mana. Level 3 is a game changer. Oh, but the damage is good. The damage and the control is very good. Level 2 on the DK. Aura now. Siphon again. Right clicks from the Naga. Can easily outdamage it. Thunder is desperate for towers.
If he gets us around here, though.
There's no TP.
Banish.
With the sheep. Okay, gets it here. Ah, opens it up again. Oh, there's coils. And he can't go in range.
Couldn't he just banish around the DK?
If he's in range, he gets coiled, I think. Okay. How far is this tower? Almost ready. Banish against the Fiend to prevent the damage to make sure this tower stays up. So that's the solution to the skeleton harass. Level 2.5.
The shop really badly.
Yeah. 120 should be on the way to tier 3. 33 supply only. No tech.
Oh man. Thunder not even close to tier 2. Hasn't even started yet.
Tier 3 on the way for 120. Oh, there's a shop.
And almost level 3 now.
One to zero is too greedy to go for another TP or invul or potion. If this backfires with another banish surround. Good healing on the Blood Mage. A little bit of mana for him as well. I guess this game is looking a little better than most people thought.
But the tier 3 power spike is coming in soon. And how do you deal with this triple hero orb fiend? Powerful army. At the moment, there's only footmen.
What? He goes Flame Strike. It's a 1-1-1 build. He's not going level 2 Siphon?
I don't know about that.
He has to turtle. The power spike is coming. Flame Strike will create some space. And maybe he doesn't have the resources or time to go to the shop to go for Trauma of Retraining. Maybe that is smart.
It's all weak spells, though. He doesn't have a single strong spell right now.
Yes. 1-0 power creeping. He's preparing all the little tools for this big push.
Yeah, tier 3 should be done here in just a second. For the undead, that is. Thunder only just started his tier 2 tech.
Yeah.
If he can weather the storm, if he can turtle and stay safe behind towers, and if he can make it to like tanks or something, then maybe.
That's a lot of ifs, man.
I know.
Last hit. Okay, goes to the Blood Mage, level 3.4. Defense is ready as well. Lich third brings the orb. Another game changer here.
Also, the thing about Banish is 1-0 has 3 nukes to go through Banish.
Mm-hmm.
Naga is actually pretty smart. I mean, not as cool as the Bash Bear, of course, but pretty cool. Oh, and it will be double level ups from this camp as well.
Level 3 and level 2 Fork Lightning 2. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. One destroyer up already.
Oh, and the footies accidentally run into the camp, so now they're all poisoned as well.
Lots of towers?
Yeah, a lot of towers.
But can he get him up? Fiend damage, Lich damage, Naga damage, that's all very good. Oh, mass repair. not enough after the fortnightling, I guess. Flame Strike is creating a little threat. And that's, I guess, what the Flame Strike accomplishes. Just lower the damage uptime of Fiends. But he's literally burning through his mana. And there's a statue against it.
Yeah. Double statue, in fact, should pretty easily be able to out-heal the level 1 Flame Strike, honestly.
One tower down already. Needs more repair.
And now Blood Maid's out of mana. Almost.
Yeah. Good micro against the Siphon. Fork Lightning again, killing some. 1-0 on the way to the Winnerbracket final. Is there another trick up Thunder's sleeve? Super
How
low
soon
number.
are tanks coming to alleviate the pressure is the question. And I think the answer is not soon at all.
Ghouls in for 1-0 as well. The next tower falls. He doesn't have enough repair. Doesn't have enough workers. Is he lining up a Coil Nova for this Blood Mage? It's just a TP. He has the mana.
Oh,
Not connecting with the Nova. There we go, though. Is this the end? No, it's not yet. He's not on the way to tier 3. Going Paladin second.
he needs these tanks.
They're like 3-4 minutes away, though.
Only one level of masonry as well, so these towers do die pretty quickly. Even without Pit Lord. This Flame Strike, though, I have to admit, is doing a decent job forcing these fiends back. But there's still no option of killing anything.
No, and no level 4. That is a huge issue. Like, level 4 would help him so much. But he's half a level away and has to share experience now. He's damaging, but he's not killing.
Yeah, and he's buying time. But as we just saw, tanks are still super far away.
Holy Light against the nuke. Fiend Coil, very well done. Also, the positioning of the DK throughout the entire game is almost the entire game is marvelous. Always far away from the Blood Mage.
Wagons coming. 1-0 can use these offensively to siege the expo, or just have them for safety in the main, because he also is thinking this must be tanks on the way soon.
Yeah.
Question is, does he have Disease Cloud already?
Don't think so. Oh, Wagon not shooting. There we go.
Yeah. Don't think he has it.
How far is tier 3? He's going gyros.
Is he actually trying to get up a fighting army? With Blood Mage with a 1-1-1 build and a level 1 Paladin? I don't think you're gonna fight.
Take this expo. He needs to get rid of that wagon. Big Nova into the footman. That's the only thing Thunder has. He has to sacrifice this. He's diving hard. Oh, he's burning his own footman. That wasn't too great. Friendly fire. But the expo holds for now. Mass repair. Resources looking okay. He's lining up another nuke. He needs a holy light. There's no mana. They're about to win this. But he can't just crack him yet.
Oh, this expo is about to fall, though. The wagon damage, so much DPS.
Couldn't kill it. He was diving so hard. Oh, 2 wagons now. And it's gone. The second base is gone.
And now it doesn't even matter that he can make tanks, because off of one base, you can't support tanks enough for them to be valuable.
Of course, you don't give this up. If there's $6,000 on the line for one map only. But you don't want to be in a lower bracket with either Rogue Warriors or LP Club. It's not solo leveling the Blood Mage for level 4. Doesn't have access to a Zeppelin either.
1-0, close to 3 level ups, by the way. This Scaling up hard this game. Thunder is trying to get to Knight's Gyros. And Knight's Gyros are pretty good. But you need to have them backed up by strong heroes.
Yeah. You can't. This... Where's the magic? Breaking the castle now. Throughout his career, the biggest matches of 1-2-0, oftentimes against Undead. GCS finals against Infi. Breaking expansions is his thing. Okay, this looks like call to arms. And that's it, Blood Mage falls. Thunder shaking his head. Not the GG yet, but it's just a matter of seconds. Special strat. Nice attempt. But 1-2-0 is too good at that. Divine Shield, okay. Gets one wagon in the end. He wanted that. But alright, the Necromancer prevailed. Thunder defeated with the Blood Mage and ELL in the winner bracket final.
The victor we were expecting, but in a close affair. It was a 3-2 win only in the end. Moon scoring where he needed to score, where we expected him to, and then the brothers, Michael and Thunder, looking really strong in the 2v2. But the thing about ELL is, no matter what seed they have, no matter who's playing, is it 2v2 or 1v1, they always have strong contenders.
Yeah.
And Thunder and Michael in the 1v1, they are the weak points.
I guess the clan war was lost in the very first map. Having Moon and Thunder being outclassed by LawLiet and Lin.
Yeah. With the brilliant Wyvern Rush strategy.
Yeah.
Into run-bys.
Everything else kind of went as expected. I mean, the second 2-2 was kind of crazy as well. But the 1-on-1s all went according to plan. Moon winning for Rise Again. Lin 1-0 for ELL. And then again, the 2-2s decide. And if you have a on paper weaker lineup, you have to win the 2s. And that didn't happen at the very beginning.
True. But all hope is not lost yet for Rise Again. They do lose here today, but there is a lower bracket still. Lower bracket will be beginning to be played tomorrow, where they'll be going up against the loser between LP Club and Rogue Warriors.
And that is our next clan war. Are you hyped for some TH, for some Infi, for some Fly?
Hell yeah.
For some Fortitude, Focus, Colorful, and Shao KK? This is gonna be insane. Like, the mind for 2-2s in the next clan war is gonna be surreal. TH and Infi, so good. Shao KK, the best 2-2 player in this entire league. 7-1. It's gonna be nuts. This took 2 hours 45 minutes. I guess we're gonna have another interview here. Might mean we have to start WGL Western qualifier a little later. Then it could be a long day of Warcraft here for us.
Yeah, it could absolutely be like 12 hours or something. But what better way to spend your Sunday than Warcraft and church?
Skip church today, unfortunately.
Next week then, next week.
Sure. Next week is WGL Wildcard. Oh no, that's not that day. Yeah, might work out, Remo, might work out.
So who they have for the interview? We saw LawLiet at the beginning for the pre-match.
I guess it's 1-2-0, right? It's kind of the easiest since you don't need a translator. Well, for Lin, you don't need a translator either, but 1-2-0 just won, and I think that should be him then.
Does make sense. Opponent he's expecting is most likely going to be Rogue Warriors. They're going into the match later against LP Club as the favorites, having had a very strong season as well. 6-1. The only loss was against ELL.
Alright, that's pretty crazy. So we have the presenter on stage. Didn't fly Snowkiss in from Australia. Maybe that's still not possible. At the first gold tournament without Snowkiss as a host. Kind of think so. And they have 1-0 up. Wong, if you can translate, it would be awesome.
哎，我是 BC， 那个很高兴啊，祝贺你拿下了这场胜利啊！我几个小问题啊，第一个问题是，从排兵布阵上来说，为什么你们战队田忌赛马把上等马放到了最后2场出场？
我们战队好像您就知道你说的什么意思啊？我们战队好像都是上等马吧，所以我也不太好说哪个就随便上，就谁想上谁就上了，就是完全看心情的。地图的话其实都不影响不是很大，就谁想打谁就上了。
所以就还是大家商量的一个结果啊。
对
OK， 那这场其实，在赛前的话，大比分 BO5 的大比分，很多解说的预测都是3-1，但是我们看到在第4场的2v2的时候，是对方赢下了。当时其实对面蛮早的就已经确立了一个胜势，不过我看到你好像在比较败势明显的情况下，还是坚持了很久。那场你们到底输在什么地方？因为你其实空投骚扰方面各种成效，我觉得还是有一些的。
可能输在是我指挥的吧，因为我和令最近都没有配合过，就没有打过一盘2v2，就是完全靠想的。然后令的话，他就比较就是善于听取别人的建议吧，所以就是我让他用剑圣的，所以感觉剑圣团战不是很有用，所以输了吧。但是还是要坚持一下的，毕竟有可能我最后一场也会输的，所以坚持一下还是有必要的。
好的，小伙子这个属于不甩锅，主动揽锅。好，最后一个问题，因为在这场比赛之前，你们的好兄弟战队 RW 战队的这个成员们纷纷看好你们可以取胜。那接下来他们马上要出场面对 LP 了，你预测一下这场比赛的结果，你觉得更有可能是哪支队伍在胜者组和你们相遇？
我觉得大概率是。我真的不知道他们谁会赢，我觉得比分肯定会是3-2吧，谁输谁赢我真的不太确定，但是我更希望 RW 能赢吧。
好的，了解你的心意了，那好好休息，然后准备一下明天的比赛，好吧？加油！
拜拜。
OK， 那对120。
All right, we got no clue what that was about.
Yeah, probably glad that he could get the win there in the end. And looking forward to the next match against the semifinalists or the upper bracket finalists.
Look at this. Chinese Mountain Giant is our new weatherman, explaining what happened and pretty much repeating probably what we said about the first map being the exciting one, the deciding one. I haven't seen this wall though. That's new.
He's probably in our side studio, right?
Yeah, but then they redecorate the wall.
Yeah.
So Wong is in with a little translation. Why did you put the stronger players at the end? And the answer is there's no stronger or weaker players. It's just a discussion. What's better? But, okay. Recapping the second 2-2, interestingly. Showing this push not working, the Dreadnought being so good, the hero kills. Like, that was almost a perfect human under 2-2 right there.
I wonder if 1-0 Lin should have played more aggressively against this. I mean, when you hear 2v2 team going up to 4 bases, sounds pretty greedy. But they never really were like harassed at all. No Blade Master run-bys, no, I don't know, Wind Riders or something.
Second question from the 1-0 interview. What's the reason you lost the second 2-2? And he answers that he didn't lead the game well, so he takes the blame. And I think that's kind of correct. Tech late, as we said. And who's going to be the opponent in the winner bracket final? 1-0 answers, I don't know, but I believe the result is going to be a 3-2. So He hopes RW will win, wants to face TH, Infi, and Fly.
Confident words. And, well, confidence has never been 1-0's problem.
That's very true. Thank you, Wong, for the great translation. Much love. And that's how we conclude the first out of 2 clan wars here today. ELL winner bracket final, $17,000 guaranteed. Looking for their opponents. It's either the current reigning champions, the Lao Pao Esports Club, or the second place of the regular season, the Rogue Warriors. It is Fly, TH, Infi versus Fortitude, Colorful, Focus, and Shao KK. We're gonna be back after the break.